Alexander Wolf from Ada, Oklahoma. We're getting our first load of G100UL AVGAS. And we have George Brawley, who's administering the treatment. And looking forward to a lead-free future. Here we are in Ada, Oklahoma. We're getting our first load of G100UL. And on the right side, we have a load of 100 low lead. And we'll be duplicating Alan Klapmeyer's test done back in 2010 to illustrate the energy content of the fuel. Here we have one tank filled with 100 low lead and one tank filled with G100 unleaded. We will get the cells up to altitude and do the Pepsi challenge between the two.
All right, so for these test profiles, we're going to be doing 3 gallons per side. First 3 gallons on the low lead, then the 3 gallons on the 100 unleaded. So we're starting off with low lead on the right tank. And let's boogie. Goodbye, Ada. Alright, so cruise for 3 minutes on leaded. So got some higher cylinder head temperatures. Higher fuel flow, about 15.3. We're going to go over to the unleaded side now. No more power is being generated, which means I can bring it back to minus 30 again. Get a pretty substantial fuel savings. As well as cooler cylinder head temperatures. And we'll go back to leaded now. But it doesn't have the energy content, so get less power output. We'll have to bump up the fuel flow to recover that power. Almost 3/4 of a gallon difference fuel flow per hour for the same power output, along with higher cylinder head temperatures. And just to make sure that we're not jerking in, we're 15.3 at minus 30 right now. We're switching back over to unleaded. There's the unleaded. Give it about 15 seconds to blow through. So 15.3 gallons per hour, now switching to unleaded. And we'll normalize it back to about minus 30 on the lean and peak setting. So it generates more power, but we don't want more power. We want less fuel flow for the same amount of. There's your minus 30. We got almost 3/4 of a gallon difference with the same power output between the two fuels. So unleaded is more efficient because there's more energy being utilized per pound of fuel. Alright, so if you managed not to fall asleep during the entire thing, I will summarize for you what's going on. Basically, we had the right tank on 100 low lead and the left tank on the G100UL. We got the top climb, 10,000 feet. We had a supercharged engine, which is not intercooled, so you basically put in the maximum amount of stress on it that we could throw at it with no adverse effects. We set up cruise, basically stabilizing for about 3 minutes, and then we basically set up about 30 degrees lean to peak using the low lead as our sort of reference value. And when we switched over to the unleaded side, the power output went up substantially. And the EGTs increased along with that. So we would bring the mixture back to minus 30 lean to peak where we had it set, to bring it back to the same power output that we had on the low lead tank. And in the process of doing that, we were 3/4 of a gallon more efficient for the same power output per hour. So TLDR, more power, more energy dense, you'll save some gas, and you'll have longer range, in addition to all the side benefits of having no lead in the motor. So that's the story. Hope you enjoyed. We'll talk to you soon. And a special thanks go out to ALPA, and specifically George Brawley and Tim Rawl of GAMI for the invitation to do the testing on the fuel. We are the third Cirrus in existence that has flown on the fuel, and looking forward to a lead-free future.